Hello, everyone. Happy
Hi,
Tuesday
everyone.
as always. I think we need to add some elevator music into these flow in the background or something.
Yes, yeah, that's true. We should definitely do that.
Hi again, Elena. Hope you're well. It's quiet tonight.
Yeah, it's great tonight.
Hey, Brad. And we play the waiting game.
Yeah. No questions so far?
Oh, okay, here we go. Hi, Pralet. I have a question on collection, on logout, and questions about. Okay, I'll put the link in now, Pralet. And then Jill, I will also put the link in. So there's the link for you both. Hey, Pralet.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. Oh, this is weird. I guess there's no green screen in this thing.
It's just green.
Yes, I'm just gonna be green. I have a question around logout. Do I need to do anything to clear collections on logout? I'm just using the Xano logout functionality.
What do you mean by clearing collection?
Well, because collections are user specific, right? They get called and some of them might get cached. But when I log out, do I have to do anything special to clear them?
So if you toggled preserve on navigation for your collections, yes, because when you change, if you navigate to your application after logout, you will have those data, persisted data. So if you really want to clear everything, indeed, you can whether refetch those collections or you cannot reset a collection, but you can use change variable change collection value. I think that's the name of the action, and you can just put an array, an empty array for this collection if you really want to clear them. Only for collections that have preserve on navigation, because usually I guess when you log out you change the page, or something like this, you redirect to the login page or something like that. No?
Yeah. Well, okay. So I just need to go and then check to make sure that none of them are really preserved on navigation, because I was going through the process of actually just changing them all to manual fetch, because like the whole automatic fetch was not working for me. They get like most of the collections got called on the same on every page.
Mhm.
So I was going through the process of changing them. So okay.
So it could be a way to do this. It depends.
Okay. Do you want me to ask my other question, or do we want to go to somebody else and then come to me?
If you don't mind, Prolette, we'll switch to Elaine and Jill, and then we can come back later
Okay.
on. Cool. Right. See you in a bit. Hello again, ladies.
Hi, how are
Hey.
you?
Hi.
Good. How are
We're
you?
back. Believe it or
Couple.
not. Okay, Elle, I'm going here.
Yeah, I have one too.
I
So
have
go.
this component that I created, and it opens a modal, and you can see it essentially sets that variable to true that's exposed. Okay.
Mhm.
And then, so this is our library, and then I'm pulling it into this page here. And so if I click it, I can see essentially I'm setting this ID here. When I click on it, that's on the element. And when I confirm delete, like it's not showing in here. I think it's because it's in the collection, that confirm delete variable.
Mm.
Do you know?
Okay, got it. So what you need is a trigger, not an exposed variable. So could you go back to your component? Can
No.
you edit it?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Here.
So here you're exposing digit confirm, but what you need is an event. So you can create this trigger here.
Mhm.
You can call it digit confirm. You can call it like this too.
Like that.
And in here, just to help you to bind, but you can just type in an empty object, like curly brackets.
Like that?
Yes, perfect. You can click create. Okay, and what you need is a workflow in here. So you can create a workflow. Okay, and it's on property change. Or
UI will also have. So
when do you change the value of the variable, the internal variable?
When the button is clicked.
When the button is clicked. Okay, so I guess you have a workflow on it, right? If you go back to the so sorry.
It's coming. Yeah.
Okay, so in that workflow, perfect. So before closing, in here you can trigger your event. So if you type in trigger event, perfect.
Yeah.
And here you can choose your
So
event.
we should just cover like the whole thing. Yeah, instead of like only few items.
And there you can add any data you like. If you need to pass the data, you can pass it.
Yeah.
Does it have to be like this, kind of?
Especially
Yeah,
because,
you can
like,
try this, and then you're
yeah,
gonna have to bind. I think after that, so it could be dynamic, you know.
This
But let's
way?
bind it. Yeah, let's bind it. Yeah, can you click the this icon? And in here, let's create the object like you did just before, like curly bracket, delete.
I'll just send you the thing, and you can let me know what you think.
Okay. Do you want to wait before?
Okay, and here you need to pass the data you need. So I suppose you can use your variable. So no, you don't have the ID. How do you know the ID?
That's on, because it's on it.
So maybe
Like I'm setting it on it here.
Okay, can you click on it?
So this is a global variable on.
Okay. But you can use the global variable if you like, but if we want, we can do this in another way. We can create a prop. It will be
Is it better because
more
I don't want
elegant.
to pass it in because I want to use it for different tables, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
so can you go back to the component? Okay, so let's add just one for now, and we'll do that just
Okay.
later. One, you can close it. Okay, we will try this first. So okay, you can close that. And before moving forward, well, you can test this.
Oh, let's see. But I don't. Do I know if the trigger is triggered?
So now you can click on the instance on this this one. Yeah, this in edit mode. So can you close that? Yeah. Can you go back here? Can you just select the component? So not in this mode. Can you go back to the instance? So if you go top right, yeah, perfect. And here on this instance, you can now create a workflow. So if you create a workflow on this one, if you click new in here,
Oh, okay.
yes, here, you will see in here you have now delete confirm click. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
And so
Okay.
this will be triggered at that moment. Okay.
Yep.
So let's finalize this.
Okay.
So can you go back to the edit mode of that component? Yeah.
Wait.
You can click edit here just to edit the component. Okay, and here we are going to add a property. So can you add a property? You did the first one, the first block at the top. Yes, here. And you can call it data. Data, and make it an object. Or any, yes, any. Okay, and just an empty object for a default value. We don't care. So curly bracket, just empty, or yes, like this. Okay, that will work. Okay, and can you go back to the workflow?
This one?
No, you can delete this one. You can delete this one. We won't use it. The one on the button when you confirm.
Okay, so I have to go back here.
Yes, perfect. And then can you go to the workflow attached to it?
That one.
So not that one. Yeah. Yes, this one. Perfect. And here, can you click on the trigger delete event? Okay. Go back to the formula. And instead of 1 in here, can you click data? So basically, you're going to send the data that you have as a property. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can go back to the, you can click close, go back to your instance. You can click cancel in here just to, okay, oh, you are on the component already. Okay, can you go to the style tab? So maybe we should move it to the setting tab, but so on the right, the first tab. Yes, here you see you've got data here.
Mm-hmm.
And so in your table, you will be able to bind and to path any data you want. So basically the ID of your row, for example.
Okay.
Okay. We can
So
make
we
a
don't
try.
have to use a. So we don't have to use.
You won't have to use the global variable. Absolutely. So you will be able to use that anywhere as you want without having to use a global variable. So you can publish that and we can try out on your table if you like.
Okay. Let's see. This one. Publish. So now on this guy, I need to do this.
So yeah, you might need to update, absolutely. Okay. So on this guy, you can now create absolutely a new.
Oops.
And
then
undid confirm. So with this one.
Right, and now I put in the delete.
You can do anything you want, absolutely. And just for the purpose of this exercise, can you just close it? Close this workflow and go to the style tab, the first tab. No, not that one. Yes, this one. And here, can you click the bind button? Yeah, this one. And here you can pass in the ID.
What happened here?
No, it's okay. Click on something. Yeah, I don't know why you have
Here, something
this.
weird.
You don't have
Wait,
the
let me
formula
try again.
anymore.
Something
Yeah.
weird going on.
Can you unbind? Yeah, that's weird.
Wait, I just need to refresh, I think.
Never had this one.
Yes,
Okay.
this can happen sometimes if you update the library and it brings in new props and you don't refresh the page.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
Okay, so now you can go back to your workflow. You can close this. Go back to your workflow. Not this one, the one below. Yes, this one. And now you can just change variable value just to test. You can add an action to change any
Oh,
variable.
right. And then I'll just do that deleted ID, right?
Absolutely. And here you can bind. And if you go to the Lightning tab, you have a Lightning icon. Yes, this one. And here you see you've got event. And event, this is if you remember when we create when we have this action to trigger the event, we pass some data. Remember in here,
Yeah.
we passed the prop. So basically, this is this prop, what we pass to the trigger.
So let's try it,
into
I think,
events.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Let me see. This one.
Yeah. Or you can see the value of the data. So you won't see it here, but you can go to the logs on the left, really on the left, and you go to variables.
Oh, here.
Here or just above, really. At first, you've got variables, and here you can just take a look to your global variable, to delete ID.
Well, I have it here. Delete ID, 45.
45. Can you try another one? Can you pin it? You know, you can pin your variables in here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know
perfect.
that. Awesome. Oh my gosh, so many good tips. So let's do this one.
Try another one? Okay.
Oh, but it changes it. I need to get rid of the other thing.
Ah, yeah, the other one, yeah. Maybe we are
This
cheating.
one. Delete.
Oh, keep no, don't delete it. Don't, I know it's on click. No, okay. Yes, you can delete it. Sorry.
It's okay. I know I've done this a million times. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me try a different one. This one. No.
Oh no, it didn't work. So why?
I think it's because this has curly brackets on it, maybe?
Um,
Oh, no.
can you go back to, we need to check two things. So first, can you go back to the property on this instance?
Yeah.
So on the style tab, yes, this one, can you just click on the formula here? Just need to make sure we are passing the data. Okay, item data. So maybe it's because it's not an object and we were asking for an object, you know, the prompt was any. So can you make it an object?
Like
in here, yes, an ID before ID. Yeah,
like
perfect.
that?
Like that, yes. Absolutely. And can you just and can you go back to the workflow? Yes, here on that one. And in here, instead of binding to the event, can you click on the action? Yeah, perfect. In value. And here, can you type in .id after the event?
I can't.
Okay, can we try this?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't change.
But can you just remind me where that event came from?
Yeah, we need to go back to the component. This event, it's the data we passed when we triggered the event. Yeah.
Oh, here. Okay.
So can you go back to the component quickly?
Yeah.
On the other project, yeah, in here, perfect. Sorry. So data, perfect. Can you go to the workflow when you confirm?
Yeah. That one.
That one, yeah, perfect. So can you select the second one? Yes, this one. Oh no, it's deleted. Okay, so that's why. So can you remove all of this and keep only data? Because data is already what we want. And I think now this will work. If you push.
Okay. Should I try it here? Like I could.
You could try it here, yes. So you need to add another workflow here. Select the proper trigger. It's not here. Oh no, that's weird. Are you on the instance? Oh no, you are not on the instance. No, you are. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. Okay, so you can use log. There is an action log. If you type in log.
Oh, this was another one of my questions today. This is so exciting.
Perfect. So you can, in here, you can just bind the message.
Mhm.
You can, yeah, this happened. And below data to display, can you bind that? And can you bind to the event? So the data to display, yes, here. You go to the Lightning tab. Yes, this one, click event, and we will log that. We will see what's inside. And you can close this.
This is so awesome.
And just, can you select the instance? Yeah. This happened, and we don't have data. Can you just click on the?
But I don't think we didn't pass any data in, right?
Yeah, that's right. And you have two workflows also in here. Just be careful.
Oh.
I don't know what the first one is doing. The second one, yes, is this one. I think the first one, yeah, you can delete that one. Okay, and indeed you need to pass data. So you need to select this one, and here you can type in an object. So it's not a comma. It's a 2
A semicolon?
Yeah, semicolon. Thank you, Matthew.
I knew that. Nope. Colon.
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. Like
Okay.
this. Let's try again. Okay, that looks good.
Okay. I can take it from here. I'm so excited about this logging, by the way. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's useful.
Amazing. I hope everyone else thinks it's amazing too, because so I have a couple other questions, but I'll let someone else go.
Great. Cheers, girls.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, we've got a few people in the room since then. I'll go from whoever joined first. So Jonathan joined first earlier, so he will be with us. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, but I'm struggling with this.
Okay.
Trying to find a solution. Do I show you? Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I have to share my screen. How do I share my screen? Wait. Okay, that's good. So yes, I have a on this page. It's an ads list. I have this URL pass.
We haven't got your screen just yet.
Do you have my screen or?
No, not just yet. It's not appeared.
I will share again.
There we go. We've got it now.
Oh, sure. So I just stopped and it will come back. Okay.
Cool. We've got it.
Okay, perfect. So that's ads list. And here I have a URL pass. So I have like one parameter that is called add. that can take one ID. And what I noticed is when I'm in pre-prod, in staging, it works fine. But when I'm in live, it doesn't work. As soon as I have this ID. The only way to get to the website is to go to the base URL. Or it works when there is the name of the page, but when there is no ID after. And I have the same exactly with this structure. When there is like, it's not add, it's just a L. It works the same on staging, but on prod, same structure, it doesn't work. And I have this little message. So I don't really know. I have a SSL on the website, so it works fine if I go here. But, so if I click, it works fine. But if I try to reach this URL straight, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Have you ever encountered this, Flo?
No. So I'm really sorry. You're gonna have to create a ticket. I need to have the tech team to take a look to it. If it's working on pre-prod and on the preview mode, it should work when you redirect your domain. So we need to take a look.
Okay.
So can you fill in a ticket with all the links and everything that you can provide so we can reproduce the issue?
Yeah.
And we will help you to make it work.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Sorry, we can resolve it here, Jonathan.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I will. I was going to leave a ticket, so thank you for your help.
No worries at all. Cool. After that, it was Jan that joined, so we'll move over to Jan. Hi, Jan, are you with us? You there, Jan?
Sorry, guys. I have no issue. I just was going to see what other issues people can have and maybe learn something from everything else. But I have no particular issues tonight.
Okay, cool. No worries. Thanks for joining
Thank you
us.
very
We'll
much.
move on to the next one, which was Ryan. I think we know Ryan. If this is the Ryan, I think it is.
Yeah, hello.
Which it is.
Hello.
Hello.
How
How's
are
it
you
going?
guys? Thank you. Good.
Good. How are
Thank
you?
Thank you, guys. Yeah, just want to know something about components. It's basic stuff, but just wanted to know. I'm going to share my screen. I don't know if you see it. No?
Yes, we've got it.
Okay. So, when I'm in the components here, let's say I want to, a second. Yeah. So let's say I want to change the styling maybe of this input here or of this text or whatever. How can I get rid of this shadow here? I don't know if you understand me, because if I want to access here, I need to go into the layout and go to drop down and then go to Flexbox and then select each text. But I can't click here. If I click here, it's getting me out of the components, you know? So I don't know if there is a solution.
As far as I'm aware, there isn't, just because of the way it's positioned. I don't know if Flo is there.
Yeah, because we changed how we display the drop downs, so it could work anywhere, anytime, and outside the table, for example. And the issue is that the overlay of the components are above. So, sorry, I cut you.
No problem. I don't know if it's just for components or if it's for everything, but like the shadow is delimited by the first flexbox here, and everything that's outside of it, like here, or whatever, I can't change it. You know, I have to like. I don't know if
that's definitely a bug. That's definitely very. We can just.
No problem.
Drop down. the drop down works differently because it's
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, the drop down is not really below your flexbox. We are using something called teleport. That is really technical. If you know teleport, if you know teleport, that's why. So that's why we have this issue with components. So this is definitely something we would need to fix for components when it's inside the overlay. Should be behind this drop down. So I don't know if there is a trick to make it work, but even if we touch the z-index, I don't think this would fix your issue for now. So I definitely need to ask the tech team too.
I think it's just not just for drop downs, but also for flexbox that I place into absolute positions. You know, as you can see here, it's a it's a component, and I have, if I go here, this is just a flexbox with the absolute position. I don't know if it's the same systems.
Yeah, I think that's the same issue. Absolutely, we need to take a look. Okay,
that's really perfect. Just if you can like extend the space for this little darkness, so I can access everything I want.
Yeah, it would be easier to click on it.
Exactly. Because when I have like static text, I have to make it dynamic and like just state like text like that, you know, because I can't access the text. So
yeah.
But take your time, guys, to fix this, and it's not a problem.
I will definitely log in the issue and take a look.
Thanks. The other question is for the Copilot AI. Just wanted to know if we have just 100 queries max per day or something like that, or
so everything is going to change in a couple of days. so
we will have like more.
Yeah, you will have access to the pricing is going to change basically. So you're gonna have access to a number of tokens with your plan, and then if you need more, you will be able to buy more.
Okay, so there's no like possibility to change this like just temporarily, because I have like I work in other big project and I have to like develop a big functionality, and I just need like 5 more queries and stuff like that to finish it.
Okay. So then reach out to me.
I don't have an email or something like that.
I can give you the email, or
I can give you the email of the account directly.
Yeah, perfect. So in the private chat, can you type in the email of your account and the workspaces where you need more AI queries, and I will give you more.
Okay, so I cut off the screen share and the.
No, you should have a private chat.
Yeah. Okay, give me a second.
Here. So just type in your account and workspaces, and I will give you more AI tokens for a couple of days.
If you want to know, it's a dynamic filter system like Airtable, when you can choose like the field, the selector, the value, add like a condition group like with the and or. It's really complex stuff. And
I like this.
You can connect it with Xano and do like all the query you want, basically.
Okay.
So it's really interesting stuff.
I'd like to see this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got your email, and I will take a look too and give you more tokens for the coming days.
Okay, perfect, guys. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And see you soon, guys. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
It's kind of a teaser for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Just released the beta.
So who's next? Is it me?
Yes.
I can't hear you, Matthew. I don't know if it's me.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
Okay. Cool. Jill or Paula, are you in the chat with us? If not, we'll switch back. So Jill, oh, they're both here, Jill and Paulette. We'll go to Paulette first because I know we first switched away.
And
I'm very excited.
and then it flows and track.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Paulette, are you with us?
So yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I had created this tooltip component that I can include in multiple places, and it actually gives like a string, and then it displays a tooltip like this, for example. So the way I had it work is on when you enter on mouse enter and mouse leave, it says the X and Y.
We can't see your screen, Paulette, if you're
Oh yes.
sharing your screen.
Oh, sorry. That will help. I'll clear my whole window just. Let me.
Cool, we got it now.
Okay, let me show you first. So I had created this like tooltip component, which is just an icon with text that goes in. And what it does is on the icon, it basically on mouse enter and on mouse leave shows you it sets it as covered, and then it says tooltip X and tooltip Y. And the little flex box is display is based on is covered, and I think the position is by getting its tooltip X and tooltip Y. My problem is that it works pretty much everywhere, but in this one situation where, so I have it in another component, but when I do the tooltip is way out there. And way out there. And this only happens in this one page, in this like step flow. And I have no idea why.
Can you try to
Everywhere
make it? Sorry,
go ahead.
Matthew, you wanted to take it?
My hunch would be that are you transforming this to display it, Paulette? Like the way it transitions in, are you doing that by moving its position?
I think so. Let's see.
My hunch would be that it has something to do with that if you are.
I think I do an animation.
I'm not sure then.
Can you go back to the tooltip? I think you use the fixed position. Can you try absolute instead?
Yeah, I think I was playing with that because it was. See, absolute is. I don't even know where absolute is. It's not even showing.
It's not even showing. Okay. So this is working.
Did I change the? Yeah. I was going through all of these things because it was not. Yeah, like I was trying absolute, it wasn't working. And at the end of the day, I was almost debating going, and I was looking at what Vue.js libraries they are for tooltips, because now that I actually kind of know how to create a custom coded component, I was thinking that might be easier than trying
that's a
to
good idea.
this. Okay,
But
so you're saying
if you have a fixed position one, it should still work a fixed position one. If you, out of curiosity, Paulette, if you so it works on this one. Have you got this set up on anywhere else where you can test it on this page? Like if you hover on one of the icons lower down, should it appear?
Yeah.
Okay, and if you, they all appear, and the only one that's broken is the one you have on the form.
The only one I have is broken is broken on this particular form, because if I go somewhere else, so let's go into this page, which all of them use the same, like you can see it's kind of the same component where it has a bunch of, it's another component, so it's a component within component. So all of these are working and they're also in the form. That's why I was like, what the hell? Like everywhere, but the only page that's broken is in this. And maybe I can try and remove the animation.
No, yeah, but before that, let's try something else.
J'espère qu'il va juste pas spinner toutes les transacts, mais bon.
Can you use a conditional rendering? So can you select the first tooltip, for example, in here?
Okay.
So really it's within this component, the tooltip, right?
Yes, it's a component in a component in a component in a way.
Okay, so let's try something just to be sure it's because of this. So can you go to the settings tab? Yeah, this one, perfect. And can you just toggle the condition off for the conditional rendering here? Okay.
What do you want me to be the condition?
And now can you test it again?
Oh, you don't want me to have a condition? Just toggle it on and off?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you go to preview and test again? You've got your animation playing.
That's what I was saying. Like, I can try and remove it. I don't even remember how I edit the damn thing. I can copy it from the other one. How do I remove an animation?
That is tough. I don't think there's a one click.
It depends how you created it.
But I don't think it would be animation.
I don't remember how I created it.
Oh, actually, no, it would be. Yes, because that's the start position. And if I'm right, where it appears is right beneath that start position. Yeah.
Absolutely right. Yeah. So that's why it needs to be rendered after the animation if you really want it here. So basically what you could do...
But then weird. I was trying to do it through an effect like sliding, but that didn't work.
No,
I think that's why
the issue is that I think when your tooltip is initializing, it's initialized when the animation starts. So basically at the beginning, your form is bottom right. Then it moves, but your tooltip is already rounded. So basically the value is there. So that's why you have this. So that's why I wanted you to test the rendering, so it could be rendered after. So you would have to display the form after.
But hold on, is that really true? Because the event that's happening is really, it's on mouse enter is when the X and Y gets determined. So why would it matter where it got initialized? Because it's on mouse enter is the tooltip is gotten, and the tooltip is the event X location and the event Y location. So it shouldn't matter where it got initialized. Okay, it's not just me. I thought I was going crazy because I was like, okay, I don't understand it because everywhere else it's working. But I guess the animation makes kind of sense. If you can tell me how I can remove it, we can try it.
It's because it's using transform. I think that's why. So you were right, Matthew. So the X value or Y value. Yeah, I think if you remove the animation, it will work. I'm pretty sure of this.
How do I remove it?
You click on all keyframes. You click on keyframes, the last one. Click on the label.
Oh.
Not the binding, you can unbind. And yeah, when you click on the label, you can reset. This is what you just did.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, so it's the animation.
So it's the animation, yeah, because of this. The X and Y value are not right because of the animation of the transition.
Okay, any other way I can add, like, that's why I was trying to do the animation with effects, but it wasn't working. I think because I'm using display. I was trying to use, I just wanted to have a slide-in effect, because otherwise it's too jarring, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work with this instead of animation.
Just out of curiosity, how are you, for the tooltip component, how are you passing in the X and Y position? Because I know there's a few different ways you can go about doing that. So I'm wondering if potentially you could explore a different way to...
Well, it sets, so on mouse enter, it sets this tooltip X variable, and then the box, the flex box, has the position for the top is the tooltip Y plus 15 pixels.
And how are you getting the tooltip Y and X? How are you getting those positions?
So that's on mouse enter of the icon. On mouse enter, it gets the X as the event.x. That's why I'm like, it should in theory work, because the event should be the mouse enter event, and the mouse enter event doesn't happen until you enter it, right? So I don't understand why the initial position matters.
Because the X value is not, it's really on the right, but the CSS is moving it. So it's a different.
With this, if you use the sorry, Flo, if you use the client bounding here instead of the event, would it work differently? Yeah, it would. Okay.
So let's try this. Can you change, instead of X, you have other values. So if you go to the event tab in here. Yeah, no, keep it. Keep that one.
Oh.
No, don't kill it. Don't.
I just wanted
okay.
You know, not have to redo it after.
Okay, so can you open event? And we don't have it in here. Remember that.
So I know you can actually, I think if you do get client bounding rect and then do parentheses, I think it will do it inside of the formula editor. Yeah. No, sorry. Where you have event X, prolate. In the input above this, yeah. So if you get rid of that and then you do get lowercase and then client with a capital C, bounding with a capital B, and then rect, so R-E-C-T with a capital R. I know, yeah, sorry, it is bounding. Sorry, my screen wasn't large enough to see. And then you do parentheses, so regular bracket, then a closing bracket. Have I got that syntax right?
I think so, but you need to select the elements before this.
Could you pass in this instance? If you go to the, no, sorry, Prolate, if you get rid of that, and then you go click inside of the parentheses. Yep, and then you go to the first menu of like the binding. Yep, there you go. And then, yeah, and then pass in this instance at the bottom.
It's before. This instance.
Before? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's like this.
Sorry, Prolate, you're right.
But I'm not sure it's going to work. We can try. We need to test it. We need to. It's an edge case. Yeah, I've never tried that before, so I need to test it. But theoretically speaking, Matthew is right. You can do something like this.
Tell me next week.
Yeah, we need to take a look. So this is this is
So for now, I
CSS.
guess I can go and just remove the animation. I mean,
Yes.
I would prefer to get animation, but I think that I'd rather have
So-
working tooltips.
So what you can do for your animation, I think, is instead of moving just what's inside the form, you can move the block, and I guess this would work better. It would be the same. I need to test. I'm sorry.
Now yeah,
Test.
right now this whole thing moves. Yeah. Okay, well, for now I'll remove it. At least I'll have tooltips. I might investigate adding a custom, like one of the tooltip libraries. Do you guys have anyone that you like?
Not in my mind.
Okay, good. I'll
But you
search
can
them.
ask. Yeah, you can ask. Web AI. I mean, here, not yet. No, you won't have the documentation. But yeah, you need to take a look for the library and then ask for that specific library to the chat to create a custom tooltip for that.
As a feature request, having a tooltip icon tooltip thing would be great to have in the standard elements, because I would imagine that a lot of people are using it, and I was like, that's why I have it as a component, because I have to pass it also like dynamic strings. There were some other people who were suggesting other things in the community, but they were not very like manual, and not, I wanted something that's more like expendable, because also my tooltip strings are in an object. So, okay.
Journey noted.
Thank you.
Thank you for it.
Just below. Cool, and I think we have time for we can hop back to Jill and Elena just for 1 or 2 questions. Hi again, guys.
So I guess I feel like I just don't really understand how the required feature works in the form fields. But I feel like also that's something I could ask in the community, but for some reason my community account is on hold, so I can't ask any questions in there. I'm wondering if that's something you can try to.
We can potentially. I've never heard of it being on hold before, but I can message Joyce. She handles everything for the community.
Okay.
So hopefully she can resolve it via Discord.
Okay, thank you. But I'm curious. Let's see. So maybe you could just quickly just tell us how that works. Sure, probably just find an article, but I didn't do that.
Sure, I can see you're sharing your screen. Have you got a format?
I have a format.
Cool.
So this is a component, and then this, I just stuck this on here from the basic library.
And have you got this inside of a form? But this probably isn't the best example, actually. If you go onto your main app.
This is the main app.
This is the main app? Okay, cool. If you open the layout tree on the left-hand side. And so at the minute, this is just inside of a div, I think, right? It's not actually inside of a form. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
So if you go to add, and then you type in form, and then if you drag that form container on the page, basically whenever you actually have inputs like this, you can put these inside of the form container. And so now things that are inside of the form container and have kind of form specific functionality like the input, they'll recognize they're inside of a form. So when you submit it, they'll work as expected. Okay. So if you set the input to be required, whenever you try and submit that form, if it doesn't have a value, you'll get an error back.
Perfect.
But one thing to note on that is that when you have the form, you need to make sure that all of the workflows you have, like say, for example, the create button you have on the right-hand side, in the actual app itself, you'll have, instead of having a workflow set up, so when the button is pressed, you'd want to have the workflow on the form, so the actual form container, because there'll be a non-submission trigger.
Here.
If you create a new workflow,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you got on submit. So you'd want all the workflows to be on this trigger instead.
Okay, got it. Awesome.
And
And then I have one more teeny tiny question.
Just one last thing for the form. Your button, can you click on your this one? It needs to be a submit button. So you need to go to the settings tab.
Yes.
The one in the middle. Yes, and here.
Oh, it's over here.
Ah, yeah. So you might need to create a prop for that.
I think I have it as a submit button. Oh,
already? It's a component
here
to click edit. Yeah. And it looks like a div. Can you open the layer tree on the left?
This one? This one?
Yes. Yeah, the button is inside. Yeah.
Mm.
And then can you go to the settings? Indeed, it's already a submit button, so this is going to work.
Okay, but I like the cancel button. I need to make sure is not a submit button, or it'll trigger that event.
Yeah. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Okay, got it.
So you can create.
It would trigger the event, but if you're instantly, sorry, Flo, if it would trigger the event, but I guess if you're instantly closing this window with the form, then it wouldn't really do much in the grand scheme of things, I guess. But in best practice, yeah, you would want it to be a button.
Okay, that makes sense. I missed that whole thing. Thank you. And then my other really quick question is, so see how, oh, well, no, go this way. When I hover over this, it becomes like a finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I add it to this page, it doesn't unless I do it on this element.
That's because you already have a value. So you see in here, the label is gray. It means that you touched it. So we have a value. So if you click on it and you click reset, I think now this should work. Oh no. So this is weird.
Should I refresh?
On your component in the library, would you mind just going into it to see how you've got it set up? So if you edit the component. And then
that's right.
So you have pointer, and is this I can't see because the UI of how we share this is blocking it. But are you editing the component at the minute? No, you're not. Would you mind going into the edit mode? And then yeah, my suspect it's not set to pointer here.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you put it to pointer here, then that should.
Okay, that makes
it.
perfect sense. Yeah. Okay, my brain was not working properly. Thank you.
Cool. I think I don't mean to cut you off, because
okay.
I think that's all we have time for tonight, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, though. Hope you I found it all useful, and you'll do a lot of logging over the week.
Yes, I love the logging.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Well, thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining us. There was a lot of questions today. It started off slow, but it picked up speed. And we'll be here same time next week.